Welcome back to another episode of Uploaded and Unfiltered. If this is your first time listening, I appreciate the download. I appreciate the stream. Welcome to a podcast for Black creators to give a space to speak on the mental health, the mindset that comes with being a creator, especially a Black creator in today's content creation world. I have been thinking for a long time about changing up the format, which I think I'm going to do starting today. My goal is to relay weird concepts as far as our mind goes, or just things that we should be doing as content creators in a way that sounds more relatable, if that makes sense. And I don't know how long this episode is going to be, but now this is going to sound crazy, but bear with me. I do my best thinking when I'm in the shower. I don't know why, I just do. And for those who are new, I recently just moved to North Carolina. I guess it hasn't been recent. It's almost been a year at this point. But with that came new routines. One routine that I do every day, because I shower every day, is we have a glass enclosure for our shower. Like, there's no bathtub. I miss having a bathtub, but it's cool. I love my shower. It's huge. It can fit more than one person, just saying. If you're married, that's a bonus. Also, it has these glass doors. So as you take a shower, as one does, it starts to get fogged up. And if you don't clean that fog off, the condensation, whatever it may be called, if you don't clean that off, it becomes a problem to clean later. So a new habit of mine is soon, almost every time, I think I miss once or twice due to some partying. We'll just say that. But other than that, every time I take a shower, I got to squeegee off the water, the excess water that built up during the shower. So as I'm doing this, the first few times I was garbage at it. And I know it sounds easy, but I'm kind of tall. So at the beginning, like top to about the middle, easy cake. I'm just, wiping down. And then when it gets towards the bottom, it's like my hands start shaking and it's not a straight line. At first I was like, this is crazy. And then I started thinking about all of those squeegee videos. I don't know if they even still do them, but it'd be people cleaning windows with like an excessive amount of soap. I don't even know if you need that much soap to clean a window. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know. They're professionals. Anyways, they're cleaning this thing like the swipes. It's like, it's looking artistic. They're spot on. They're killing it. No slowdown. Everything is like perfection. And I was like, when I first saw those videos years ago, I was like, man, I could never, because I know that takes talent. I know that takes like practice and hours trying to do that. The only like close assimilation I've had of that is that game in Mario Party where you have to switch the Switch controller, the Joy-Con. What the fuck is that thing called? Yeah, I think it's called a Joy-Con. Where you got to move it back and forth to wipe the windows, wipe the suds off. That's it. That's all I know. And of course, like if you go to the gas station, you wipe that down with the dirty ass water. Quick side tangent. I used to work at a gas station, and for like 6 months, I became like a lead or a manager, but I was responsible for changing that water that you clean your windshields with at the gas station pumps. That shit is disgusting. Never again. Sometimes that shit would go 2-3 weeks without getting cleaned, and people will still be. Anyways, what was I talking about? Yeah, cleaning the goddamn shower. So I thought to myself, I was like, man, I'm probably going to clean this shower for at least like 20 years or like for a long, long time. I'm naturally going to get good at this. Like, I'm going to be an expert at this. And how long has it been? 8, 7, 6? I can't do math right now. I'm not an expert, but I'm way better than I used to be. So like, just a simple thought today in the shower, I was like, man, I'm going to be an expert at this. And all it takes is repetition. I need to get the reps in. I need to build up that muscle memory. And along the way, I'll learn new techniques. I mean, if I wasn't stubborn, I'd probably look up a video to learn how to do it. But I mean, it's not that serious. It takes not that long, but I just want to do some cool shit when I clean. But it's going to get to a point where it's going to become second nature, just from the sheer fact that I keep doing it over and over and over and over again. You see where I'm going with this? Does it need to come out and say it? Okay. When it comes to your content, let's just say that you have no qualms about posting your content, The only thing that you have is you're a little lazy about it. You don't really see the reason why you should be consistent. You don't really see the reason why you should just keep creating content and you just don't see it. So this is what I'm saying. The more you do something, the better you get at it. The more videos you edit, if that's something that you want to do to put out your content, the better you're going to get at editing. The more blogs that you create, nervous and shitty and like mics off and the lighting's all shitty and you don't know what you're saying, you say a bunch. The more you do those, the better you're going to get at it. There's no doubt in my mind. Like, it's impossible unless you just actively are trying not to get better. The more you do it, the better you get at it. Now, there's a few things that hold people up from going through that regimen because that's exactly what it is. It's a process. It's something that you need. You don't need to enjoy it, but I would highly recommend enjoying that process, enjoying the things that are getting you to the goal that you want to be at. Because the more you enjoy it, the easier it becomes. It no longer needs this thing that we call motivation. It's just muscle memory at that point. It's just repetition. It's just, this is what I do. Like I expect myself to do this X amount of times a day, X amount of times a month, whatever it is. That's what this podcast has become to me, is repetition. Like, I love doing it. And that makes like carving out time to do an episode that much easier. And there's no motivation. My motivation, I wouldn't say is I'm motivated to do this. I'm enjoying it. I do it because it's fun. Like, I don't need motivation to do this. I don't need motivation to edit the audio. I don't need the motivation to reach out to people to see if they want to be on. I'm already enjoying this. This is great. And as I continue to do it, I get better at editing. I get better at coming up with topics. I get better at just talking in general. Like, I'm getting those reps in. And that's what we need to do, especially as I stumble over my words. If you were making short content on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram, get those reps up. Like, I think Saturday, I was just not bored, but I was like, I just feel like shooting a bunch of stuff. So I think I shot like 6 or 7 videos and I just posted all of them. Like, there was no reason for me to like sit on them and schedule them out. Specifically with TikTok, I've learned on TikTok that it feels like you just gotta be consistent. So like, I would say go for a video a day or go for 5 videos a week. Give yourself a little break Sunday, Saturday, if that's what you want to do, but continue to do it. And then when random stuff pops up, do it. Like, the thing I think that's going to grow more people than not, it's creating whatever your niche is. Don't worry about it being a popular one. Just worry about it being something that you're into, something that you can talk about forever, not forever, but that you're passionate about talking about. Intersplice some of your personality in there. Maybe show some get ready with me's or we're going shopping at Costco or whatever. Show a little of your personality and continue to be consistent. That's the winning formula. That's what you need to do to get to a point where you're like, oh man, my little community has grown. I'm starting to see some ducats from this. This is crazy. But the repetition it becomes natural. It becomes part of your routine. So yeah, I think repetition also assists in getting rid of that fear of, oh man, I've never done this before. Keep doing it a number of times and you will get rid of that fear. Not doing it is not going to get rid of the fear. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. Like, somebody might be able to talk you down, but until you are going through it, until you are living it, like, you don't have no first hands-on experience, so you're not going to know what to do with it. But yeah, that was it. I just want to convince more people to get in the habit of just shooting up shots. Get your shot down, get your form down. Along the way, you're going to figure out better ways to do things. You're going to figure out better ways to tell your story. But if you just sit there and are scared to push forward with it, if you're letting procrastination stop you, if you're letting imposter syndrome stop you, then you are doing it wrong. I promise you, that fear that you have, everybody has it. It's not necessary for you to have that fear in order to move forward and get what you need to do done. Like, the quicker that you realize that that's just your brain saying, hey man, you never did this before. All right, I think this is dangerous. Dangerous means death. So I don't want to go forward with this. Let's make you procrastinate a lot. As long as you realize that's what your brain's doing, just be like, hey, brain, no, we good. I really want to do this. This is going to be amazing, enriching, fun as hell. Let's go. And watch your brain be like, oh, shit, all right, my bad. I be tripping. So sometimes I'm overprotective, I just turned on the alarm system. I thought I heard somebody breaking in and you just dropped the glass in the kitchen. All right, my bad. Oops. But yeah, we need to get a handle on our subconscious mind. That's exactly what I do with my program. The company is called Radiant Reflection because I want our content that we are putting out in the world to be a reflection of who we are inside. No need to be fake, show up authentically, be joyful and excited about the things that you are excited about, and your people will find you. As simple as that. But first, you got to get that content up. Stop worrying about the numbers. Get your reps in and just watch your shit grow. I promise you. I'm seeing it right now. Like, I was not putting my reps in like I should be on my YouTube channel. I'm doing it now and I'm reaping the benefits. So get ahead of it before it's too late. That's not ominous as hell. But anyways, if you made it this far, thank you again for listening. We're going to wrap this one up. It's going to be a shorty, but it's going to be important. The message of today is get your reps in. Don't be scared to go to the gym and start lifting weights. Don't be scared to post those cringy videos. Like, if you look at your videos and think cringe, that is the biggest lock on people going forward with their content that exists. Like, this is a crazy part, okay? A crazy part of my brain thinks there is somebody, some entities, somebody out there that's like, hey, the more people that think this is cringe, the less it would be creating. And we don't want them to create. Why? I don't know. But that's enough motivation for me to be like, nah, I'm showing up cringy, baby. It's happening. So, yeah, do that. But anyways, if you need assistance with any stucknesses that you may have, procrastination, imposter syndrome, what else is out there? There's so many. You know what they are. If you are afraid to go live on YouTube, on any live platform, if you're afraid to show your face, if you want to get in the habit of being more consistent, I got you. I'm an expert at shit like that. Hit me up. Either the link in the podcast, you can go ahead and hit that, goes directly to me, or you can go to radiantreflection.best, or you can go to stan.store/Coach Jermaine and see everything that I offer there as well. Thank you again for listening. I appreciate you. I am going to wrap this up, edit it, and move on to the next project. And as always, protect your mental, keep creating content, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.